fall sports are officially underway. We got things going tonight on the softball diamond after the Riverfield Academy tournament. We'll start you off with the late game. Riverfield taking on Briarfield in this one, as we're going to see two coaches right here. Yeah, Coach Matthew Harper and Rory Grisham right here going at it. These young ladies will get things going early. It's Kaylee Gill putting the ball in play, not handled right there. She's going to reach safe. Listen, Lindley Sullivan going to lay down the bunt and check her out, showing off the speed. She's going to beat the throw to first base, two aboard early on in this ball game. How about Lily Sistrunk right here with the deep fly ball to left field? This is going to be deep enough for the runner at third to tag, and she's going to score right here to make it a 1-0 ball game in favor of the Lady Raiders. Now 2 on for Allie Thompson. She's going to hit one to the left field fence right here. 2 runs are going to score. She's going to end up on second base with a double. It's 3-0 Riverfield Academy. This is Gracie Foreman. She in the circle. She would lock in at the plate. She goes oppo for the double right there to put 2 on. Then it's Callie Massey. She's going to ground up the second base. But how about Evie Eldridge right here with the catching the runner sleeping, going to double up right there to ease the threat at that point. Top 3 now. It's Ainsley Keene ripping one right back up the middle for a single. And then it's EC Ella Claire Payne squaring one up for the RBI double to make it a 3-1 ball game. The Lady Revs will score on a pass ball to make it 3-2, but that would be all they would get right there, as they would fall to Riverfield 3-2 your final in that one. Prairie View Academy taking on Claiborne Academy now. And check this out, the Lady Rebels looking to strike first. It's McKinley Harris with the blooper to right field. This one's going to drop right there for a single. Then how about Sadie Sims going to follow things up with the bunt right here. Throw off the mark. She's going to reach safely to aboard at that point. And then it's Brinley McCoy right here going to lay it down. She already has 2 strikeouts in this inning. She gets the 3rd one right there at the end of the inning. No run scored at that point. 1 on now for the Lady Spartans. Is McCoy going to do some work at the plate now. She pokes one to left center field. She's going to reach on a double at that point. Then it's Adley Rye with a slow roller. This ball finds its way through. This is going to plate a run to make it a 1-0 ball game. Bottom 3 now. How about Grayson West with the base knock through the right side of the field? And that's going to set things up for Miss Rye later on to hit a hard hit ball past a diving infielder. That's going to score another run, makes it a 2-0 ball game at that point. Bottom 4 now. How about Shelby Falkenberry right here? She's going to hit a rope to left field for the RBI double, makes it 3-0. They'll play another one later on. That was how that game would end. It would be all Prairie View all the time as they get the win over Claiborne Academy 4-0 your final on that one. One regular season softball score to pass along. Riverfield Academy would be trailing Cathedral 2-0. This game called due to rain in that one. But in football news, the New Orleans Saints are still trying to put all the pieces together to turn things around from just a season ago. New systems, new coaches, and some roster changes. But they say they're doing everything to be successful when the ball is kicked off on week 1. Go Black and Gold Sarah Polcheski has more.
There's a lot of unknowns when it comes to the Saints as they open training camp Wednesday. They have a whole new coaching staff led by a first-time ever head coach Kellen Moore, a new scheme on both sides of the ball, and a roster full of youth that has a lot of question marks with it because of how inexperienced they are. When you look at the offseason the Saints had, it seems like a transition or rebuilding year. You take 2 surprise retirements from this group. Quarterback Derek Carr retiring earlier in the offseason, and then on the eve of training camp beginning for the Black and Gold, safety Tyron Matthew retiring. But don't tell general manager Mickey Loomis that they're in a rebuild year.
I believe you go in doing everything you can to be successful, to win every game. And then you deal with the consequences of the season afterwards. Yet, look, I also recognize we've got a young team here. We've got a lot of developmental pieces, and the most important position in the building is inexperience. And so that's the reality of it. I think we're always in the mode of we're trying to win every game. I don't look at it as a rebuild, even though you might say, we got a lot of developing positions of development, I should say. But at the same time, look, there's always an opportunity for things to fall in place and be successful. We're going to try to win every game.
One word we heard a lot of from both general manager Mickey Loomis and head coach Kellen Moore was development. The Saints roster has a lot of developmental pieces, and developing those young guys is going to be crucial to whether the Saints are successful this season. Reporting from the Saints practice facility for your Go Black and Gold, I'm Sarah Polcheski.
And a quick shout out to the Sterlington Senior League softball team who will be heading back to the Senior League World Series. They defeated Texas 9-2 to advance on in the regional round and had a special moment following the game with the Texas squad who faced tragedy following the Uvalde shooting. Tell you what, this is what sports is all about, from competitors to new relationships from people from all over. Congrats and good luck to them next week. That's all the time here in The Score. Thanks for watching.